As we begin the new year, it's timely to reflect on the year that was, the highs, the lows, the global events that shaped and reframed the world. ABC Global Affairs analyst Stan Grant has given his analysis on the ABC News website today, featuring heavily, of course, Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un, Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping. Stan Grant is here now. G'day. Tell me, were there points of repeat this year?
Look, I think the story of last year, 2018, will be the story of 2019. It has been the story of the past decade or more, and that is the continued rise of China. You know, while the United States has been bogged down in endless war in Iraq and Afghanistan, the longest continuous war in United States history, while the West has gone through the global financial crisis, has seen the resurgence of populism and nationalism, an erosion of democracy, we've continued to see the China juggernaut grow. It's still ticking over at economic growth of around 7%. It is continuing to bolster its military. It's laying claim to disputed territory in the South China Sea. It has militarised the South China Sea. It's expanding its influence across Central Asia, into Europe, into Africa, into parts of the Pacific. We're starting to feel that influence here in Australia as well. We saw the government last year move those new foreign interference laws directly to rebut the influence of China. That, Dan, is the story of our century. It is the story of last year. It will be the story of this year, and how we negotiate that and navigate that, and the relationship between those two big powers, the US and China, already strained. How they negotiate that relationship is key to the future of the world.
And there's been so much written about that China is playing a century-long marathon.
That's the way they look at it. You know, there's that famous old quip from Zhou Enlai, who was the premier to Mao Zedong, and they asked him, what do you think about the French Revolution? He said, it's too soon to tell. That they have a much longer view of history. And if you look at the past 20, 30, 40 years of China, it's gone from a country that could not feed itself to, by some measurements now, the biggest economy in the world. During Deng Xiaoping